Now, Elizabeth, finished my book, PowerPoint of Vulnerability. Fantastic, Elizabeth. It's always good to be reading. Love a good book. Amazing. So we'll jump into the session. Hello, Daniel. Good to see you there, my man. Tonight's session is on decision making. Now, I want you to understand that the definition of a decision is to cut away from all other options, to choose a path and to no longer consider other options. I love that kind of little riddle, which is there was 5 frogs sitting on a lily pad. One decided to jump off. How many are still on the lily pad? And the answer is 5. He didn't jump off. He just decided to jump off. A decision is where you cut from other options. It's when you say, I'm going to the gym, and then it becomes not an option to you not to go. It's when you say, I'm leaving this job. A lot of people are in the habit of saying, I've decided I'm doing this, I've decided I'm doing that, but they haven't actually decided. They're still entertaining the other options. A decision means there's a fork in the road. I've got options here. I'm choosing that one and I'm giving no energy to any other one. Now, we're faced with decisions every single day. Every single day. Right now, you're probably deciding, should I get on this call or should I not? Is this going to be an interesting topic? Should I stay or should I leave? Should I watch TV, call a friend? Should I say what I really want to say or should I bite my tongue? Should I quit? Should I stay? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Should I eat pizza? Should I eat a healthy meal? Every day of every moment of every day, we're faced with decisions. Now, if we want to become successful in our lives, and for 2 reasons, indecision causes a feeling within your body, which causes you to step away from things, which means you do not progress. It also causes you to step away from things that you know you want to do, which then leaves you with regret. If we want to be at peace within ourselves and we want to progress, we need to learn how to make effective decisions. In Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, which is a fantastic book, he's got a whole chapter on decision making. And one of the things that he discovered about all the successful people, the 500 most successful people in the world he was studying at the time, was he identified one thing. The successful people made decisions quickly and changed them rarely. They were so certain on their path, they knew this is going to lead there. Okay, I'm doing it. But then he also found that the people who weren't progressing in life, that were feeling stuck, overwhelmed, stressed, they made decisions very slowly and they changed them often. They weren't sure what they were doing. They didn't have that direction. Now, there are 2 things that really stop people from making a decision. And maybe one of these is more for you than the other. But the first thing is, once you say yes to something, you're actively saying no to something else. When you decide to date that person, you're now cutting yourself from the decision that you can't date anyone else. Well, in most cases anyway. And if you decide, well, I'm going to leave this job, now you're going to lose those friends. Now you're going to a different place. You can't do 2 things at once. And for a lot of people, it's better to sit there with infinite opportunities, but not to realize them. And the longer you go in life, living that way, with not choosing a path and saying no to something else, again, it leads to disruption of your inner peace. And the second reason, which is probably the biggest reason that people don't make decisions, is a lack of confidence. If I make this decision, can I handle it? If I make this decision, can I deal with the uncomfortable emotions that may come up with failing, with making a wrong choice? And this is where most people fall down. And it's just a lack of confidence. The people who make decisions quickly, they don't care if they fail. They're not that worried about it. They don't really care what other people think of them. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, that didn't work out. All right, on to the next thing. So what we have to understand here is that the real reason for lack of decision making is confidence. Know yourself, know what it is that you want, and bet on yourself. If you do that, if you start to build that confidence in your ability to make decisions, you'll make greater choices, you'll progress, and you'll feel more at ease. Now, we're going to jump now into the journaling part of this session. So I want you to grab a pen and paper, and we're going to do a couple of journaling prompts here that'll help us, I don't know, feel better about some of the decisions we've made in the past and feel excited about making decisions in the future. So you can just write on a piece of paper or open a new document if you want on your device or your computer. but just say Mindful Mondays, decision making, and the date, which is the 3rd of the 6th, 2024. So Mindful Mondays, decision making, 3rd of the 6th, 2024. The first journaling prompt, and you can write it down by just putting the number 1. I want you to think of 2 committed decisions that you've made that you're really happy with. And I want you to write them down as A and B. I want you to think right now, and you can answer it by saying the decisions I've made that I'm happy about are. The decisions that I've made that I'm happy about are. And you can write them down. Maybe you're happy that you joined a gym. Maybe you're happy that you left a unhealthy relationship. Maybe you're happy that you quit your job. Maybe you're happy that you put your resume in and went for that role. They don't have to be huge things. They can be that you got a pet. But throughout these journaling exercises, just take a few deep breaths as you're going through it. There's no pressure here. There's no judgment. And once you've got 2 answers, just give me a thumbs up emoji. And once I've got the majority of people, that's how I know to move on to the next one. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Sal. Thanks, Jonathan. And when I get one more, we'll go for it. Thanks, Jasmine. Beautiful. All right, number 2. Write down why each of these decisions was such a good decision. And again, go A and B. The decision to quit my job was good because the decision to get a cat was great because whatever it is. Maybe you met some interesting people. Maybe you built your confidence. Just feel your way into it. And again, once you're done, just give me a thumbs up so I know to move on to the next one. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Sal. And once we get one more, we'll move on. Thanks, Jerry. Beautiful. Number 3. And if you need to leave some room to add to your answers from the previous one, just leave a few lines. You can always come back to it and add more. I love doing that. It's good exercise to build on the thinking process. Number 3, what good things did you learn about yourself through making each decision? So again, A and B. What did you learn about yourself? Maybe by changing jobs and meeting new people, you learned that you're more capable. Maybe by getting a cat and having it, you learned that you can be loving and caring, and that, you've got a really loving side to you that came out. Maybe you learned that you're responsible because you've kept the animal alive and loved and looked after. What did you learn about yourself? And again, do it as an A and a B. And if there's some overlap from the previous question, that's completely fine. Thanks, Sal. And again, feel free to take a deep breath at any point. Just relax into the answers. There's no judgment, nothing. This is just helpful, interesting self-exploration. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Daniel. Hopefully we're learning some good things about ourselves and we're starting to see the positive of the decisions that we've made in the past. Developing a healthy relationship with decision making, a conscious, healthy relationship is really, really powerful. Thanks, Jasmine. Once we get one more, we'll move on to the next one. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Number 4, I want you to write down one decisive action you want to take this week. And I want you to write down why. So you can write it by saying, the decision I want to make this week is, and maybe it's to join the gym. Maybe it's to speak up at work. Maybe it's to have an uncomfortable conversation. I don't know what it is for you, but the decision I want to make this week is, and then continue by writing, and the reason and why I want to make it is. So maybe you want to have that uncomfortable conversation because you really want to change your working environment. Maybe you really want to start getting up at 5 a.m. so that you can feel really powerful and ready to plan out an amazing day. Whatever it is for you, whatever answer comes to you, just go with what comes. You're doing really well, guys. And again, if you notice that you're getting tense or anything, just take a deep breath. Just feel your way into it. And again, once you're done with this, just give me a thumbs up so I know. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Sal. Thanks, Renisha. Not sure if I said hello to you before, Renisha, but welcome back. Jasmine, thank you. And when we get one more, we'll move on to the next one. Onto the meditation, sorry. Thanks, Jonathan. Beautiful, beautiful. Well done, guys. Well done. You know, it's not easy to answer some of those questions, but hopefully on a little bit of reflection, you can look at it and go, you know what, decision making is actually a good thing. I've done it before in the past. I can see how it worked out well for me. And there's some decisions I would like to make moving forward. And if this is something that you do want to work on, this is something that I love helping people with. So if you do want to reach out, I do offer free one-to-one calls. If you haven't had one with me before, I love helping people make their lives better and build that confidence. It's really key to believe in yourself. You ask why most people don't do what it is that they want. There's some kind of excuse or some kind of reason, but at the end of it, it's, I don't know if I'm strong enough to handle this. I don't know if I can do it. And it's a real damn shame to see amazing people not living the way that they would like to. So if you do want to reach out, please do let me know. But now we're going to jump into our guided meditation and visualization. So what I want you to do is I want you to just get really comfortable. And if you need to move your body in whatever way, just to let out any energy so that you can sit nice and comfortably for about 10 to 12 minutes in the same spot, I highly recommend moving your body, getting that energy out, stretching out in any way that you need to. And I want you to just start slowly, just finding yourself into a bit of stillness. I'm going to play some music. Oh, there we go. That's the one. I'm going to play some music, but just take a moment, just get yourself nice and comfortable. I'm going to play some meditation music in a second. Beautiful. And I want you to just slowly just get your body comfortable and slowly just arrive into stillness. Just taking a moment to fully arrive into this space, into the position that you're in, with your legs crossed or on a chair with your feet on the ground, with your back nice and straight if you can. And just keep your body still for a moment. Put your hands in a comfortable position. And just slowly arrive in stillness. And when you feel ready to, gently just closing down your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just noticing how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling relaxed? Not identifying with it, not judging it, just noticing. Just scanning your body up and down. How am I feeling right now? Now we're going to do just a simple breathing exercise where we breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds. We hold that for 4 seconds. Breathe out through our mouth for 4 seconds and hold again for 4 seconds. When you breathe in through your nose, filling up your stomach and your chest. And when you breathe out, just letting your body completely relax. Any tension, just go out of your body completely. And we'll take our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Just allowing your breathing now to return to normal. Letting your mind go nice and blank. Just arriving deeper and deeper into stillness, into calmness. Letting go of any tension and any thought as it arises. And I want you to imagine now in your mind that you're walking along a path and it's right next to a beautiful river. And as you're walking along this path, you notice that the river is slowly just dwindling down to a very gentle stream. Right in the middle, there's just a little bit of water. And you're feeling curious and a little bit adventurous. So you take your shoes off and you walk down along the bank, all the way into the river, right down to the little stream that's running right in the middle. And you decide to just put your feet in there, and it just goes up to your knees. And the water feels really nice. It feels rejuvenating, feels nice and warm. And you look up the river and you notice that there's a massive dam. There's heaps of branches, twigs, mud that's blocking the river from flowing. And you feel this impulse within you, knowing that every time I make a decision and decide to move forward in my life, I know that I feel good. And as you look upstream, you desire for that stream, the river, to break. You want more water to flow to you because that water feels so good. You want more abundance, more happiness, more inner peace. And you just feel this urge as you stare up the river to break the bank. And you slowly see some cracks forming in it. And a part of the dam breaks away and more water rushes down, and you can just see it approaching and you feel so welcoming to it. And you can feel the water now just going up around your waist, and it feels so good. It's just got like this cleansing, beautiful energy to it. And you know that you made this happen. And with this amazing experience, you feel even more determined, even more confident. And you look up the river again and you decide, I want you to break. I want more good things to flow to and through me. And another part of the dam breaks off with your effort from your mind, and more water flows down. And now it's running around your belly button and it feels so nice. You can just feel the cleansing energy. And with even more determination, you look up the river and go, more. And you see another part of the dam break. And suddenly there's water flowing all the way around up to your chest. And it feels so good that you just start swimming in it. And it's nice and still. Even though there's more water, it's just calming. It feels so nice to just float around. And you look up at the dam and realize there's one more part to break. And you really want it to. You want more of this good feeling. You want more confidence. You want more prosperity in your life. And with this energy that you're directing towards it with intensity, just looking at it, I deserve this. I want this. I want more of this goodness. And you see the last part of the dam break, and water just starts flowing all the way down, and it lifts you off your feet, and you're just swimming around, floating perfectly. And you know that there's no chance you can drown, that you can be sucked under or anything. You're just flowing in this beautiful energy. It's just encircling your body. It feels so warm. It feels so relaxing. And as you're doing this, you look up onto the bank and you notice that there's some of your friends and family there. And they're looking down at you. They're cheering you on. They're saying, well done. And you can see them taking their shoes off and them jumping into the water with you. And they're swimming around, splashing, having a great time. And you're sitting there knowing that through your decisiveness, through your decisions to make your life better, to go further, to be confident, you're making the world a better place for you, your friends, your family. And it's just a beautiful experience. You can see their smiles as they play. And you're just feeling so good. I want you to imagine now that you're just taking a deep breath in, all the way in, just soaking in all this goodness, just a big deep breath. And as you breathe out, You just feel so relaxed, so calm. Keep seeing yourself just swimming around, the water just feeling amazing, your loved ones and friends having a great time. As you reflect in your mind on some of the great decisions that you made, maybe you can see some of them right now. You decided to go after that job. You decided to get into the best shape that you could possibly get into. You decided to meditate and bring more calm to your mind and your body, whatever it is that you know you want to decide to do. And you're just sitting there going, I'm so grateful and happy that I made those decisions. And now I want you to imagine that the sun is starting to go down and it's time for you and your friends and family to get out of the river. And you can see them all hopping out first, putting their clothes on, drying off, putting their shoes on, and just waving at you as you just slowly just swim around, just really appreciating your accomplishments, your progression, your inner peace. And you look up at the sky and you just feel overwhelming inner peace. And you decide now it's time for you to get out and go back home. So you can see yourself swimming to the edge, pulling yourself out, drying off, putting your shoes on, and looking back at this river that's flowing and knowing that you did this. You can see the beautiful energy and you can just still feel it all radiating through your body. And you continue walking along that path with a smile on your face, a pep in your step. And I want you to slowly just let this image go from your mind as you slowly just come back into your body where you're sitting right now, bringing this beautiful feeling with you. The warmth, the peace, the calmness, the motivation, the drive, maybe, whatever you want to bring back with you. And as you're sitting there right now, just starting to notice the sound of my voice even deeper, noticing the temperature of the room that you're in, noticing any little sounds that you can hear in the music or in the room you're in. And when you feel ready, you can come back into your body even more by starting to stretch out, wiggling your fingers and toes, moving your neck from side to side. And when you feel that you're ready, you can slowly come back fully into the room by opening your eyes. Welcome back, guys. Well done, everyone. Well done. As you're coming back into this space, I want you to just honor yourself for sitting here, doing a meditation, journaling the questions, showing up. Maybe it was easy for you to get here. Maybe it was hard. Just honoring that. And I want you to just give yourself a physical pat on the back. Just reach your arm around, just pat yourself on the back and say, well done. Well done. Now, I hope that you really enjoyed this session. The way that it works is I do stay on for a little bit longer and answer any questions, or we can just have a general chat. And if anything came up for you that you want to talk about, please do reach out to me on social media, David Keith Turner, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, or even on Meetup. And if you would love to have a call and find out more about what it is that I do as a mindset coach, it's basically I help people understand what it is that they want and build the mindset that enables them to create it. That's really what I do in its deepest sense. And I absolutely love helping incredible people. Even if you just book one call, it's a free one. And afterwards, you get some advice or some direction or something that you want to do after that. I only ever work with people who want to work with me. So there's no sales pitch or anything like that. And if that's something that you're interested, please just reach out to me on Meetup or social media, because I would love to offer you that gift. And I'm going to end the recording now and just let anyone open up about their experience on tonight's call, or just even ask any questions. Daphne, charges vary for when I'm doing mindset coaching. It depends on the person. I do work with people one-to-one, and I also have like a 6-month mindset mastery program, which is for people that literally goes all the way from finding your purpose in life, your values, your goals, creating plans, and developing the mindset. It's like a step-by-step process where you do get one-to-one and group coaching within that. So for some people, I like to talk to them first and find out where they're at and create a package that suits them. I know that not one size fits all. Some people want one-to-ones for 12 weeks. Some people are in a position where they want to have one every month, and all that kind of affects the pricing. But if you want to talk more to me about that, just let me know. I don't like saying the price out loud, just because some people go, oh, okay, that's like, for some people it's a lot, some people it's not very much. But I don't like price to be the limit, if I'm going to be honest. If someone wants to work with me, I want to find a way to make that work. And, everyone's different and in different situations. So I try to work with that as best I can. Now, Zoran, good session. No worries, Zoran. I'm glad you heard it. Daphne, thank you very much. No worries. Alan, thank you. Renisha, thank you so very much. Relaxing. Yep. Beautiful. Sel, thank you. Jerry, really enjoyed it. Amazing.